So this is the time for our English language class. Today we'll read and discuss about a poem named Cradle Song. And this poem is written by Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. Now students, you all know a little bit about Mrs. Naidu, Mrs. Sarojini Naidu, because in our previous classes and it was a prose, yes. So dear Mrs. Naidu, so in this story in which Mrs. Naidu was referred many times. She was a character, I think. Once more, I'll tell you about Sarojini Naidu a little bit elaborately, okay? Sarojini Naidu was an Indian political leader born on February 13, 1879 in Hyderabad, India. She was a great poet as well as she was a freedom fighter, as well as she was a great poet. Actually, she was a child prodigy. What is the meaning of prodigy? Prodigy means at a young age, she got exceptional abilities. From her young age, she knew many languages and wrote plays and poetries. So many prose and poetries she wrote at a young age. Her first play, written in Persian, and it has earned her a scholarship to study abroad. By writing a Persian play, she earned her scholarship to study abroad. And there she interacted with famous English authors. And her first collection of poems, The Golden Threshold, was published in 1905. Golden Threshold, her first poem collection, was published in 1905 and admired by Indian politicians and a large part of Indian public. And the other collection of poems of her is The Bird of Time, The Broken Wing, etc. They all are well-known collection of poems by Mrs. Sarojini Naidu. In the year 1916, she met Mahatma Gandhi, our Bapuji, father of India, Mahatma Gandhi, which sparked her interest in the fight for freedom. After that, she became a freedom fighter. You know, Mahatma Gandhi called her Nightingale of India, and that's why she is well known as Nightingale of India. And you know, she was the first female to become the governor of an Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. She was governor of Uttar Pradesh from 1947 after independence till her death, 1949. And she died in March 1949. Her birthday is celebrated as Women's Day in India. Okay. Now, firstly, I am going to read the poem, and then we'll explain stanza by stanza. Before that, you must know what is cradle. Okay? Actually, here cradle is baby's rocking bed. And this rocking bed. And this poem is a lullaby. What is lullaby? Lullaby is a soothing song sung to sing the child to sleep. Lullaby. In our childhood, every mother sang such lullabies for her child. So, listen the poem carefully. I am going to read the first stanza. Okay? Cradle Song. Have you ever fallen asleep to the sound of someone singing to you? Yes, isn't it? Yes, your mother. Read the poem written by Sarojini Naidu to understand how a parent gets a child to sleep through a gentle soothing song. Okay, so I'll read the first stanza. From groups of spice over fields of rice, o'er the lotus stream, I bring for you, aglant with dew, a little lovely dream. So here groups of spice means spice garden. Okay, and other means across. Aglant glowing, glittering or glowing. Okay, now I am telling you the meaning of the first stanza. Okay, in this stanza, the mother describes about various places from where she says she gathers a dream for her child. Firstly, she speaks about the fragrant spice garden. Next, the rice field. And then a stream which is filled with the beautiful lotuses which are glowing with dewdrops. Actually, a mother always wants a child to imagine all these beautiful things before falling asleep, so that the child sleeps well and has pleasant dreams. So, now I'll read the second stanza. Okay. Sweet, shut your eyes. The wild fireflies dance through the fairy nymph. From the poppy bowl, for you I stole a little lovely dream. I'm telling you again. Sweet, shut your eyes. The wild fireflies dance through the fairy nymph. From the poppy bowl, for you I stole a little lovely dream. So, let's take second stanza. The mother tells the child to shut eyes and imagine the fireflies glowing in the dark and flying around the neem tree in a dance-like motion. As the neem tree is considered to be a sacred tree by Indians, it is referred here as the fairy neem. Fairy neem. It is referred here as the neem tree is known as sacred tree. As the poppy plant is known for its bright yellow flowers and the seeds of plants usually used for making herbal medicine that induce sleep. That's why the mother referred poppy bowl, and she wants a child to have a lovely dream and sound sleep. Okay, so I'm going to the third stanza. Okay. Dear eyes, good night. In golden light, the stars around you gleam. On you I press with soft caress a little lovely dream. I am telling you again. Dear eyes, good night. In golden light, the stars around you gleam. On you I press with soft caress a little lovely dream. Okay. So here, finally the child falls asleep. After listening the song, finally the child falls asleep. And the mother bids him good night. The stars in the sky seem to shine brightly, producing a golden light. You can see here. You can see in this picture. Yes, the child is sleeping. Here the fireflies. Here the stream. Here the spice garden. All that you can see here, isn't it? So, finally the child falls asleep and the mother bids him good night. The stars in the sky seem to shine brightly, producing a golden light. As the mother gently pats the child to sleep, she hopes the child has a sound sleep and pleasant dreams. So, that was the poem. I am telling you the poem once again, totally. From groups of spice over fields of rice, athwart the lotus stream, I bring for you, agleamed with dew, a little lovely dream. Sweet, shut your eyes. The wild fireflies dance through the fairy nymph. From the poppy bowl, for you I stole a little lovely dream. Dear eyes, good night. In golden light, the stars around you gleam. On you I press with soft caress a little lovely dream. So that was the poem. You know, every mother in different country often sung beautiful lullaby for her child in different languages. But the main theme of such songs is same everywhere. These are about beautiful, calm and quiet things in the world. Maybe glittering star, silvery moon, fragrant flowers, twittering birds and streams, etc. That's why the poet wrote this poem like a nice pleasant dream. Okay? So, you read the poem several times and try to understand the meaning of the poem. Okay? So, that's all for our today's class. Next day, I'll discuss you the question answers on this poem. Okay? Bye.